Hi, I'm Orlando Mayor Buddy Dyer. Orlando is home to thousands of military veterans and members of the active military returning from deployment overseas. More than a decade ago, I established my Veterans Advisory Council to provide active and meaningful support for our veterans. The council is made up of a dedicated group of volunteers who represent more than 20 veterans organizations, whose mission is to lead the nation in being a veteran-friendly community. I'd like to take this time to thank the brave men and women of our military for all that they do to protect our nation. It is because of your courage and sacrifice that we're able to enjoy the freedoms that we have today. The City of Orlando is proud to be part of America's parade, and we're proud of our veterans. May God bless you and your families, and we pray for the safe return of our active military.
Great town, that Orlando.
Yeah.
Home of Disney World.
We've been there many times with my kids, and they have great memories there.
Welcome back to America's Parade, Veterans Day Parade in the heart of New York City.
There is another Wounded Warrior float. I think they must have had 35 floats in here today.
Huge, huge presence, and they do so much for our veterans.
All right, should we take a look at the events that lead up to Veterans Day?
And Veterans Week, actually, you know, in New York, it's not just a one-day thing. Veterans Day actually has been stretched into a week.
That's a great point.
Elise Zwick has a report.
Cub Scouts, Girl Scouts, and volunteers came out in force to Madison Square Park to clean the Eternal Light Monument, the site of the wreath-laying ceremony honoring our veterans. Let Freedom Ring was an exhibit that showcased the history of service in each of the 5 boroughs and also served as a Veterans Art Therapy showcase. A Patriots tour traveled to all 5 boroughs, offering a history lesson at monuments and memorials. Veterans visited area schools to answer the many questions of students as to what it was like to serve, or what do you remember most while serving. The Brooklyn Museum played host to a war photography exhibit, featuring images of armed conflict and its aftermath. Saturday evening was highlighted by a gala reception in honor of the 60th anniversary of the end of the Korean War, attended by Medal of Honor recipients and General Anne E. Dunwoody, the first female 4-star general. Yesterday kept area veterans on the move. The morning brought 400 high school students from national marching bands to the Vietnam Veterans Memorial Plaza for a Band of Pride concert. A 5:30 evening mass at St. Patrick's Cathedral was the site of a special mass for veterans, featuring readings by our veterans. And the evening was capped off by a Vets Jam concert at the Gramercy Theater for our most recent veterans of Iraq and Afghanistan wars.
Hi, I'm Tom Coughlin. On behalf of the New York Giants, and on this Veterans Day 2013, we would like to salute and thank all the women and men who have served our great country so selflessly and courageously. You are our heroes. To all you employers out there, hire a vet. Thank you to our veterans.
Major Howard Feldmeyer, United States Marine Corps.
John Jones, 4th Infantry Division.
Corporal Jose Luis Montes, U.S. Army. My husband. My uncle.
My father-in-law.
My older brother.
My wife.
My son.
It truly is never too late to say thank you, and every single time you do it, it really makes a difference.
My aunt, Staff Sergeant, New York National Guard. Thank you.
I want to thank my husband and my father for making the ultimate sacrifice.
I can't express how proud I am of my son.
My Uncle Gil is definitely a very proud soldier. I wouldn't be where I am today without people like him.
This is my father serving in Vietnam. Everything that this country stands for, I saw in him as he went through his service. And it made me want to serve all that much more.
When I look at these medals, they send cold chills through my body because I look at them and I realize my son's not here. I just miss you so much, but I love you, and I'm so, so proud of you. Thank you. Mama loves you.
I think our men and women make history with their sacrifice. Every single day they're working towards sculpting a future that we can be proud of.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Papa.
I am very honored to be here with Medal of Honor recipients. We have Herschel Woody Williams of World War II, Mary Ingham, the daughter of Einar H. Ingham from Korean War, Roger H. Donlin, Thomas G. Kelly, and Leroy A. Petrie. Such an honor to be here with all of you today. Ed?
Roger, I just want to talk to Roger for a second. Roger, you are in the Army Special Forces, and you are the first recipient of the Medal of Honor from Vietnam. What's it mean to be here today? It must be exciting.
It means coming home.
It means coming home. I was going to say welcome home. You know, they didn't have these parades back in the day, did they?
Well, I have to correct you on that. I was the first recipient out of Vietnam. I came home in December of '64, 100 miles north of New York City, a little town of Saugerties, New York, with 5,000 people. On the 28th of December, 35,000 people were on the home streets.
Wow.
For you?
Wow.
Welcome home, Roger.
That's
And, the feeling I had that day was repeated again here today on a grander scale.
And you were the
Thank
first.
everybody.
That's fantastic. And you were the first member of the Special Forces to receive.
That's correct.
The Medal of Honor in Vietnam, right?
Yes, sir.
All right. And it's great for you to be. And Woody is here. What are you going to talk?
We call him Sir Woody.
You call him Sir Woody. This is the last living recipient of the Medal of Honor from Iwo Jima. He says he's 90-something. He looks like he's 50.
Absolutely.
Say again, I didn't hear you.
Oh, you look so young for your age.
West Virginia air. Move to West Virginia and you'll stay young too.
Oh, really? I'll pass. I'll tell you what, sir. It's an honor to meet you. Seriously.
Good to be here.
Great to have you here.
Now, how do you feel being here with us today? It's such an honor to just be with all of you.
It's amazing. It's connecting all generations, also showing their support for all generations, as well as for all their service and their families.
What did receiving the Medal of Honor mean? What did receiving the Medal of Honor mean?
For me, it meant that I accepted an award that not only was awarded to me, but it represents all the men and women who have served and will continue to serve.
Fantastic. You say it with such humility, and thank you for all that you've done and continue to do. We'll be back right after this. Stay with us.
I'm Darren Williams of the Brooklyn Nets, and on behalf of the team, I'd like to say thank you to all the veterans who have served our country. Thank you for your service and sacrifice.
I'm R.T. Ryback, the mayor of Minneapolis, and like so many of you, today I celebrate veterans, but every day in Minneapolis we make sure those who served our country are served by us. Here in Minneapolis we give preference to veterans to become police and firefighters. We have a resource center for veterans, and we want to make sure that we do everything to prevent homelessness among those who've served us.
Minneapolis Fire would like to thank all serving members of the armed forces and all veterans. A very happy Veterans Day.
Hi, I'm the Minneapolis Police Chief, Janae Harteau, and I'd like to thank all our military vets for their service.
So enjoy the parade today, but every day make sure that you salute those who've served us.
You are watching America's Parade here on Fox. We are in New York City and seen around the country. We are celebrating so many different people, men, women, children, the families who were left behind as their loved ones go off to war and keep our streets safe for us. We are here with Antoine Lewis. Antoine, you have a special guest with you right now.
Hello, and thank you to all of our veterans. If you're just tuning in, we are, as Rosanna just said, in Midtown Manhattan, right here at 41st and 5th Avenue. Joining me and Treadaway with the College of Staten Island. You are an Operation Iraqi War veteran, and you're also here talking about veteran support services at your school and the emphasis with student veterans.
Yeah, absolutely. With a lot of veterans coming back, especially to the city in the next year, one of the options with the low unemployment rate is going back to college, and the post 9/11 GI Bill really affords those students the opportunity to do that. At VSS, we help those students in the transition from the military to college life, resume writing, employment.
Yeah, a lot of services, because the kids sometimes go straight from high school going right into service, and then they don't really have a chance to finesse those skills.
Right, and then to re-blend into the college community, we want to establish a sense of community so they don't feel like they're out of place back on campuses, because it's our goal to see them not only transition in but succeed while they're there.
Now, where is your group? You have a group that's coming up right in the parade, just very far, not too far from us where we are. How's that making you feel, knowing that they're talking about of women in service? You yourself gave your service, for our country, and was so appreciative of that. But how are you feeling today?
I'm excited. I'm excited to join in with them after this and be able to march the rest of the parade with them.
Okay, all right. Thank you again so much for stopping by, talking to us, and again, on behalf of my family and all of us that are watching, thank you so much for your service to this country. Rosanna, you know what? This is just what it's all about. Everybody's just all showing up at your appreciation.
I know. We love it, Antoine. Also, don't forget, we are paying tribute to women who proudly wear the uniform of various branches of the armed forces. So this is a great day for women. We've met General Dunwoody, who also is one of the Grand Marshals. And we are so excited because she's the first woman 4-star general.
All right. Wow, it's getting loud, those drums from the City University of New York. Coming up 5th Avenue. How's it going?
Yeah. All right.
So,
welcome back to America's Parade. So many of the veterans marching. About 10, 12 years ago, we had to go back to the Gulf War and Vietnam War, and we see so many veterans from Iraq and Afghanistan now. The Iraq and Afghanistan conflicts, Afghanistan still underway. We are joined now by Paul Rykoff. He is the Executive Director of the Iraq-Afghanistan Veterans of America Association. Welcome, sir. Welcome back to the program. I haven't seen you in a while.
Thank you. Great to see you guys. Thanks for being here today.
I want to do this interview.
Go for it.
I worked with him for almost 10 years.
It's up to you.
He asked me to be chairman of IAVA, and he started with two guys and a dog. So,
yeah,
you've done great.
Well, we had a lot of support from Vietnam vets like you and this entire city. IAVA was founded here in New York after 2004 with a couple of people in my studio apartment. Now we've got over 200,000 members around the country. So we've got 120 events happening across America today. And here in New York, we've got almost 1,000. So they're strong, they're motivated, and they represent what we think is a new generation of leaders.
Well, Time Magazine called it the new greatest generation, right?
Yeah, I think that's right.
That was when
the World War II guys came home and did so much for this country, and then your generation came and built on that, and now we've got a generation of men and women who want to do the same.
I think we are going to chime in here a little bit. What is the mission of your group?
Our mission is to connect and empower Iraq and Afghanistan veterans nationwide. So we connect them with health, employment, education resources, and we connect them with each other, which is a really important point. When they come home, we want them to know we've got their back. When I came home, Ed was there for me. I'm there for the veterans coming home, and that's the community support they need. Everything else builds off of that.
Tell us about your service.
I was an infantry platoon leader in Iraq. I served in the Army and then the National Guard here in New York. Also served at Ground Zero for a little while. Proud New Yorker. And I think it's really important. We wanted to start the organization here. After 9/11, a lot of folks were leaving, a lot of companies were leaving, and it was important for us to start a national organization here in New York, and it's really grown since then.
Paul, what was your reception like when you returned home?
I came home in 2004, and I think then the country was still trying to figure it all out. When we first marched in this parade at IAVA, I think we had about a dozen people, right, Ed?
Yeah, but
and every year it's doubled.
A dozen participants.
A dozen members for us from Iraq and Afghanistan. The wars were still deeply underway, and now many more folks have come home. Over 2.5 million men and women have served in Iraq and Afghanistan, and our membership continues to grow by the day. If folks are watching, sign up. Membership is free. Go to IAVA.org, and if you're transitioning home and you need resources, we'll help you out. Whether you're going back to school, mental health issues, or just trying to find a job, we're going to be there for you.
I got to tell you a quick story about the effectiveness of IAVA. Back when we had the idea, when Paul had the idea of improving the GI Bill for Iraq and Afghanistan veterans, we had an office in Washington, and IAVA conducted over almost 500 individual meetings with members of Congress to try to push through the new GI Bill.
Well, the new GI Bill is awesome, by the way. It's not only for the service members, but for their wives, for their children.
Absolutely. It's going to change the face of our nation.
Absolutely.
Over 1 million people have now used the new GI Bill. We've got a lot of resources on our website there. If you need help understanding how to use it, how to transfer it, go to IAVA.org, newgibill.org. It's free, and it's an incredible benefit that you've earned.
Yeah.
Awesome. Paul Rykoff from the IAVA.
Great job. Thank you, guys. And huge thanks to Ed also. Ed and the Vietnam vets. It's very important that they get recognized, because when they came home, they didn't get this kind of reception. So this is long overdue for them.
Ed, this parade's for you. Nobody's given me the sanctioning to say that, but I'm going to just declare it right
for
now.
all of us. New York is definitely a military town.
Yeah,
it really is.
Yeah.
America's Parade returns
America's
in just a few minutes.
Hey, I'm Guy Fieri.
And I'm Joe Namath.
And we want to say thank you to our vets for all your service.
Bless you all, man. Thank you.
Happy Veterans Day.
Hi, this is Kyle Oposo from the New York Islanders. I just wanted to thank all the men and women for their service who fought and continue to fight for our country. Have a great Veterans Day.
I like that. Fairleigh Dickinson really has some great music on their float.
Well, this is pretty funky, and yes, Fordham University went by the ROTC contingent just a few moments ago. Just missed them. Here we are back in New York, America's Parade, right up Fifth Avenue, across the street from the New York Public Library, the one with the lions.
And my daughter was a Fordham grad.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Where did you go to?
Fordham grad.
You told us about. You got your graduate degree from Northwestern. Where did you go as an undergrad?
I went to UNC, Chapel Hill. Then I went into the service. Then I got out. Then I couldn't get a job. Then I went back to school.
Hoorah, Pace University.
Oh, Pace University.
Hoorah.
Yeah. That's fantastic. All right, Elise is standing by. She's got someone she wants us to meet. Elise?
I'm here with Brigadier General Lukeman and Staff Sergeant Ramirez. Talk to us about the Marine Corps birthday. Happy birthday.
Well, happy birthday. Again, yesterday was the 238th birthday of the Marine Corps, so I want to say happy birthday to all the Marines and sailors, and happy Veterans Day, too.
Absolutely. And a little bit about Toys for Tots.
Yeah, my name is Staff Sergeant Ramirez. I'm the Toys for Tots coordinator for New York City. There's approximately 700 local programs around the nation. To find out more, you go to toysfortots.org and find out how to be a drop site or to request toys.
For different drop-off locations, we can find them there.
Yes, ma'am. The best spot to go would be Toys R Us. Every Toys R Us is a drop-off location this year.
Great. Thank you so much, and happy Veterans Day to all of you, and happy Marine Corps birthday.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
We're going to head over to Antoine. He's got a special guest.
Hi, Elise. Happy birthday to the Marines. Again, we are joined right now with Captain Gordon Lobel of the United States Coast Guard. Thank you, sir, for your service to this country. But we want to talk about something in addition to the veterans. You were heavily involved in something really, really personal to our area, Superstorm Sandy. You all played an active role in it. Just talk about that as we've been dealing with the one-year anniversary, which just passed a couple of weeks ago.
Well, obviously, you remember 1 year ago at this time, we could barely even bring anybody to this parade because we were devastated. We were hit pretty hard. But it was also the Coast Guard was the featured service last year. So we had our commandant here. We were well represented. But we ourselves, the folks who were locally here in Sector New York, we couldn't really bring together that many people because their lives have been so impacted. It was a huge deal shutting down the port. And commerce, this is obviously an economic engine here. The Port of New York and New Jersey responsible for billions of $210 billion of cargo, thousands of jobs. It's just a big deal keeping this port running. It's really vital to our nation's economy. So when you shut that down for a few days, that gets people excited, and they want to know how soon you can reopen the port. But fortunately, it's not just the Coast Guard. We have great partnerships with other federal agencies and all our industry partners. I can't say enough good things about that. The true spirit of cooperation, partnership, it was just awesome to see that everybody came together and worked really, really hard, and we got it open pretty quickly.
What's been your feel for the parade today? You've been smiling as you've been walking along. You know, the Coast Guard just went by a little while ago. Just how are you feeling today?
Well, I'm just so proud to be able to wear this uniform still. It's just so many people coming from so far away to show their support and their love for the military, and to see the veterans too, the ones who really kind of paved the way for us. That's really who we should be honoring today.
Captain Lobel, thank you so much for stopping by and for being a part of America's Parade today, and for your service to this country. And we also want to let everyone know that as you continue to watch the parade, we have more special guests coming up. We'll see you right after this short break.
I'm Mike Rawlings, Mayor of the City of Dallas.
In Dallas, we take Veterans Day very seriously. It is a time to honor those brave soldiers who courageously served and are still serving this great nation today. Dallas has made a commitment to work towards being one of the best cities in America for veterans to come home to. Our city is proud of the service of all of our military men and women. Their courage and sense of civic duty is an inspiration for all of us. Happy Veterans Day, and God bless those who have served.
The Veterans Association of the Republic of China, also known as Taiwan.
Let me just say a word about them.
Now, what's happening here, Ed?
They're dancing. They're dancing. They're doing the jig.
I love their costumes.
Right. Great costume. But let me, now, all seriousness, the Republic of China, otherwise known as Taiwan, had been one of America's staunchest and longest supporters. They are with us all the time, and most people don't even think about it. They always think of China as mainland China. But the Republic of China, Taiwan, is one of our greatest allies and greatest supporters through thick and thin.
Two of my colleagues in flight school were pilots from Taiwan.
Yep.
Really?
On exchange programs. And the United States military would train them, and then they would return to Taiwan and resume their duties.
Yep. Can I tell a short story?
Sure.
I was in Columbus, Ohio. My father-in-law, you'll appreciate this, my father-in-law was a Marine fighter pilot in the Korean War, World War II and the Korean War. And he flew the Panther jet in Korea, and we laid him to rest yesterday. And, one of his proudest moments was being a Marine. He always talks, I know, Rosanna, you talk about somebody else who always talks about being a Marine. But it's true, it's in their blood. And once a Marine, always a Marine. It's really true.
I believe that. I sit next to my partner every day.
I know.
Is proud of serving our country.
Well, I primarily enjoyed the PX.
Oh, stop it.
and the travel.
And today, Greg made me eat an MRE.
An MRE. Meals ready to eat.
And guess what? It was spaghetti, and Rosanna is passionate about pasta. And I did not think she would do it, but she actually took a bite.
I'm traumatized from it.
You should get the recipe. You're not going to take it back to the restaurant.
I don't think so. But you know what? Listen, I know when you're in war, you have to be thankful for everything that you get, and so I know when you're hungry, you're hungry.
I was down to 145 pounds.
What was on the menu in Vietnam?
Sea rations, fish, and rice. That was it.
But now, obviously, the menu the menu has expanded. In fact, they even gave us a pound cake today.
Yes.
It felt like I don't know what it was.
I tell you, the cuisine has improved in those bags, and also the people, they give them a hard time sometimes. But Halliburton, Kellogg Brown and Root, those vast corporations that provide a lot of the services for troops overseas, I got to tell you, they provide fantastic food. Once had steak and lobster in, of all places, Fallujah.
Did you
no,
really?
You didn't. Did you really?
Yes. At the major mess facility.
I think we have some World War II veterans coming. This is, to me, it's always a thrill to see this greatest generation turn out. Well, those ones at the top. These ones at the top don't look like they're World War II.
No, but maybe they're family.
They probably are family.
Yes. That's so nice.
Yeah, it's great.
All right, you're watching America's Parade here in beautiful New York City. We're coming to you across the country. We are going to take a quick break. We'll be right back.
It's getting.
Hi, I'm Phoenix Mayor Greg Stanton. Today we salute the women and men of our armed forces who have dedicated their lives to defending our freedoms. In Phoenix, we are fully committed to making sure that our veterans receive the recognition and benefits they have earned and deserve. That means helping veterans find jobs. Phoenix's Hero Hire Initiative directly matches veterans with quality jobs and helps ease their transition into the civilian workforce. And no veteran should ever be homeless. That's why Phoenix is taking action to end chronic homelessness among veterans by providing not only access to quality housing, but also access to health care, including mental health and dental services. Phoenix is a great place for veterans to live. In fact, we were ranked #2 recently on military.com's list of best places for veterans. But we won't rest until we are #1. In Phoenix, we love and respect our veterans.
I'm standing here with my friends from American Legion Post 41.
Post 41 honors our Hispanic heroes, and we are standing in front of the anchor of the USS Arizona in downtown Phoenix. And all of us would like to wish you a Happy Veterans Day!
Oh, it's good to be back.
Good to be back in the heart of New York
Yeah.
City.
It
5th
is.
Avenue and 42nd Street, just south at America's Parade, Veterans Day Parade 2013. And where are they watching, Rosanna?
They're watching on Fox 5 in New York City, but all over the country.
We put all the cities up there: Dallas, Los Angeles, the DC area, Baltimore, Houston, Chicago, Orlando, Minneapolis, Phoenix, and of course, everywhere online.
Well, isn't it great? I have to say, I've been inspired by so many people that we've met today, not only in the booth here talking to the generals, but the people walking by, all the wonderful stories that we hear about their service to our country.
And you know what's great? You know what's great? And you watch them, the young and old, and when they come by and then they look up here at the booth, they wave, and they're so proud of being here. They're so proud of being here. They're so proud of being veterans, and this is the kind of thing that we can't do enough of as Americans
and
to give back.
And it's emotional for them because they see everybody cheering them on. They understand that we have so much gratitude.
That's right.
All right, now looking at this group, I can't quite make them out. Vietnam veterans. Here we go.
All right, Elise, what's going on where you are?
There's my man.
Well, I'm here with Vince McGowan, the president of the United War Veterans Council. Vince, we did it again. Talk to us about the parade and the production of it.
Well, we had a really wonderful day today. Veterans Week has been successful. Veterans Day, as you can see, is jammed with people. We were fortunate. We've been doing this a long time. The 100th anniversary is going to be 2019. Awesome. So this is our 94th consecutive. So I guess we're getting pretty good at it. But this year, with the mayor-elect and with Mayor Bloomberg and with Governor Cuomo here, we're really seeing the city and the state paying attention to what the veterans community can be, and they've asked me to articulate what the veterans' needs are. So I think that everybody coming out and the show of strength, the show of unity, and as Letitia Jackson said to me, she's, I can't believe the mosaic of New Yorkers that you have here. We've got everybody from everywhere in the 5 boroughs and beyond. So the Veterans Day Parade is alive and well. We're very excited. The corporate funding that we need for it was adequate for this year. Our recycling business is adding to our ability to do events every month, so we keep on building the crowd. And I'm very optimistic that the next administration coming in January is really making the effort to understand the veterans community, and he's reached out and wants to be part of our life here. So it's wonderful.
So how do we get other people involved?
Well, we have our social media. They can reach out if you go on to Forward March and at Vets Day and at United War Veterans Council. That will lead people to see what volunteer opportunities there are, what recycling there opportunities there are, and what the whole place looks like. That's where all the documents are.
Definitely. Well, we're so excited to support, and congratulations on another year well done.
Thanks a lot. It's always good to have you here, Elise.
Thank you, Vince.
Okay, New York. Thank you very much.
All right, guys, stay with us. Okay. More along the parade route coming up.
Hi, this is Aisha Tyler. I want to wish everybody out there who has served our country the very, very best Veterans Day. We respect you. We thank you. We salute you.
Did you just see Aisha Taylor?
Yeah.
She's Archer's girlfriend, or I think ex-girlfriend in Archer, The Voice. It's absolutely awesome if you haven't seen that show. Isn't this fantastic today?
That's a great show.
Well, this is a great family event. Everybody's got kids and bringing their moms and dads.
Speaking of moms and dads and kids, I don't know if you noticed, but a few minutes ago when we were in break, the Jericho Project went by.
Tell us about that.
Now, Jericho Project started in 1983 by concerned New Yorkers, and right now they have built it up to where they provide over 600 units of free housing for needy families, housing over 1,000 people. They have actually 2 veterans facilities, one in Fordham actually, one up in around Fordham, and the other Kingsbridge Terrace, which are strictly for veterans.
It is so difficult for families
Oh, my gosh.
that are sacrificing so much. They come back and then they have nowhere to live.
How many, you're involved in this quite heavily, how many veterans who come back really are in those kinds of circumstances where they don't have a home? What percentage are we talking about, returning veterans?
Where they don't have a home?
Yeah.
I don't know, probably about 20, 30%. But
20, 30% today?
Yes, but
homeless.
You know, talk about. Well, I think 20% homeless veterans is probably conservative
across the board. I'm talking about those leaving the military today.
Oh, probably a little bit less than that.
Right.
But you're talking about issues like post-traumatic stress and traumatic brain injury, and that's in the 40% range. That's a signature injury of this war, and it's totally understandable if you think about, you go outside the wire every day, you don't know if you're going to get blown up, and you do it day after day after day after day. Half these kids get blown up, never fire a shot.
Well, fortunately not these kids from Troop 414, the Boy Scouts of America. Were you a Boy Scout, Ed?
I was a Cub Scout for about 31 days, and they asked me to leave.
I did my time in the Boy Scouts. I did not distinguish myself.
How many years were you in the Boy Scouts?
I made it to first class, which is it's not hard. Although they did teach me how to swim. You were in the Brownies.
I was in the. I was a
You
Girl
were a Brownie.
No, I was actually a Girl Scout.
Oh, good for you.
I got to selling the cookies, and then I got mononucleosis, and I had to drop out. So, yeah, that was about the extent of my career. As
How do you like that for a war story?
So you have a service story.
You're the
Sort
Cub
of.
Scouts. Do they still do the Pinewood Derby in the Cub Scouts?
Yeah.
Anybody?
Yay!
Anybody? All right.
Let's hear it for the Cub Scouts, Boy Scouts. Yeah.
As we wait for some more veterans, we'll take a quick break. We'll be right back from America's Parade in the heart of New York City.
New York.
Cub Scout tag 526.
Hi, I'm Sherry Shepard. Happy Veterans Day. We salute you, and we love you.
You're at America's Parade, broadcasting from New York City, seen around the country. We're looking at
Veterans Quality of Life Access Network Incorporated. We help the forgotten ones. We are the people. Check them out.
That seems to be a theme that's running through this parade. I mean, obviously, we are trying to salute everyone, but there are lots of problems when you come back from war.
There are a lot of problems.
If you want to check out this group, by the way, go to vqlan.org.
Actually, if there's a veterans organization that's .com, you should be suspicious, because the nonprofits, of course, are .org, not .com.
Great point, Ed. My goodness, and this is fortunately this is a .org organization, so we can check them out and
But there
possibly
are
support
a lot of scammers out there who are trying to take advantage of Iraq and Afghanistan veterans and of the country's feeling towards them. So be careful.
And today we salute women in the military.
That was such a kick to meet General Dunwoody, wasn't
yes,
it?
Yeah.
First four-star general of the Army.
We had the pleasure of interviewing her this morning on Good Day New York.
I know, I saw it.
And she talked about one of her famous lines, which was, "Behind every successful woman, there's an astonished man." And I said, "Did you really say that?"
The first four-star general in the Army has a great husband whose career ended when he was a colonel.
That's right.
And, which is a fantastic rank to achieve. It's quite an honor in and of itself. But when your wife is a general, there might have been some family tension. They alluded to that.
Greg, we're watching some Medal of Honor recipients who are watching the parade go by.
I believe that is Leroy Petrie.
That is Leroy Petrie. Yes, it is. And I had the privilege of having lunch with him the other day.
You'll notice his right hand is a prosthetic. Is almost.
He lost that hand throwing a hand grenade back at the Taliban.
Wow.
And as he tried to throw it back over the wall, he saved the lives of a number of his comrades on his side of the wall. He threw it back over the wall. It went off just as he threw it over the wall and lost his hand.
Tell us.
Amazing guy. Amazing guy.
We have seen Medal of Honor recipients in Iraq and Afghanistan, but only recently. There was some resistance from the Pentagon in terms of this medal and this war. Why is that?
Well, I'll tell you, I think it was originally because they wanted to make it seem like this was not going to be difficult. We're going to go into Iraq, and it wasn't going to be difficult. We're going to, kick some butt. We're going to, mission accomplished. But then it became the tough slog, and then it became, and you were there. You saw some of this. Then it became some of the really tough fighting. But I think there was, and I hate to say this, I think there was a little bit of an undercurrent of, let's not really talk about how tough it is over there, because you don't have Medal of Honor recipients unless it's tough over there.
And the nature of combat was somewhat different as well, somewhat.
Well, the nature of combat was different, and I think because there wasn't as much, frontal combat, probably there weren't quite as many opportunities
Classic
for that kind of heroism.
Right.
There were certainly no what they call main force engagements. A lot of it was, was snipers and guerrilla fighting.
Well, we know now that there are those who are totally worthy of that medal, and they have appropriately received it, like Leroy Petrie over there.
And Woody, the last Medal of Honor recipient from Iwo Jima.
We'll be right back from New York.
It's been such an exciting day here on Fifth Avenue honoring service. Antoine, how about you?
It's my first time. I'm more than happy to be here. I hope to come back next year. And I know we both have personal connections. My father and my grandfather are both veterans, served in Vietnam. My dad and his dad served in World War II. So I'm just so honored to be here. And your granddad.
Yeah, my grandfather. Happy Veterans Day, Grandpa. I love
Happy
you
Veterans
much.
Day.
Wish you were here.
All right.
He's home watching, so.
Okay, I guess we're going to sit back up to Ed, Greg, and Roe now.
Fantastic job. Antoine Lewis, by the way, if you want to see him, he anchors weekends at Fox 5. And Elise Zwick, former Miss New York 2009. Where can we find you these days?
I am hosting here in New York City, freelance reporting, and catch me on Twitter at Elise Zwick.
Out and about. Good stuff.
Well, I want to just say thank you. What an honor to serve with both of you today and learn about, to learn about your histories and what you've done for our country.
I just want to say, just personally, it was just great to be up here. I've actually marched, and it was great fun marching, but it was great to be up here with both of you, and I really appreciate. You don't have to do this, and I really appreciate it that you guys take the time to do this.
No, it's an honor. Ed Vick, thank you very much. Really great getting to know you. Ed Vick, U.S. Navy veteran, Vietnam veteran, and a major force in the advertising world. Thank you very much, sir. I'll see you tomorrow morning,
See you tomorrow. Remember your veterans not only today, but every day. See you tomorrow on Good Day New York.